This is Lorraine.
And Jennifer Denney.
And how often do you get a text message from Joe or Bob or Mary and it sounds genuine and human and you wonder, are they a real person?
Quite often these days,
Mhm.
email, social media. I just don't know if I'm talking to a real person anymore. And maybe I use too much AI. Like I know, the difference, but I've definitely been fooled.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I think one of the things that we're seeing, and it's taken a long time for the pendulum to swing, but I remember like in 2014, it was such a big deal to have online chat groups and Facebook groups and online networks as a way of connecting and meeting new people
Yeah,
because it was different.
yeah.
And it was a great way to supplement what you were doing in real life. But somewhere along the way, it became how we connected. And then we've overlaid all this AI stuff. And I think there's, and I know you do too, this interest in maybe the pendulum swinging back a little bit more to real people in the real world.
People live in both worlds, and so that's just a fact. And I think we try to go too much online, and I think it is going to swing back. But people really do like that human connection, and you just can't quite get that online that you can with a real event. And when you're trying to form like business relationships, you're talking to someone online, and it's just like I don't know who this person really is, but you meet them in person, and you're like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Absolutely. And I don't think it's an either or. I think
Yeah,
that's the mistake that a lot of people make is they think, well, I have to be all in on one or all in on the other. And instead, the ability to go to a networking event, meet some people, connect with them on LinkedIn, exchange some conversations, look to see them again in real life is probably the most productive way to build high quality relationships.
well, trust is built offline but validated online.
I like that. You should turn that into a bumper sticker.
Well, you go meet somebody and you're not sure, and then you go look them up online, and you're like, okay, and you get a better idea. It's not like you can walk around offline like, oh yeah, I got this, and that. Like, you don't want to be that person, but
Mm.
yeah,
No, but you know, the other thing that I really like about when you meet someone in real life, you have these little side conversations and these little jokes, and then you go back online. And so now you're commenting on each other's content. And what I find is the people I know best, I can
hmm
be a little bit snarky, I can be funny, I
I
can be
know,
I can be more me.
yeah.
And so the conversations online are more interesting and then other people get attracted to it. They get a sense of who I am.
Yeah, you just
Where
try to be cold, like snarky online, then it might not go so well.
no, but you know, like if you say something, I can say something funny back to you in a way that I wouldn't to somebody that don't really know.
Right.
And so that very human level of the conversation
hmm
attracts other people. They're like, oh, she's real. She's
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah.
I want to know what else she has to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there's things, you should do both. You should measure both. Like, how many events am I meeting? How many people am I connecting with? Those kind of things. And then, of course, we've talked about online, like what to track there,
Mhm.
purpose. So, things you're doing offline, bring that video camera. You know?
Absolutely. Takes even just take selfies, take photos, show people that you're actually out in the real world. Some of my favorite posts on LinkedIn are people who have gone to events and they're taking pictures of the people they're hanging with and I'm like, "Oh, I know her and I know him and gosh, I wish I'd been at that event."
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that they know each other. Oh, okay. Well, there's a connection. Like, and start engaging with conversation. Like, how do you guys know each other? Like,
That or, oh, Jen knows Marcia. I want to meet Marcia. Hey, Jen, I noticed you had lunch with Marcia.
yeah,
Can you hook me up? And it's not just a, hey, I noticed this name was in your contact list, but you're really hanging out with them. You really have a connection.
yeah. QR codes all over the place so that people can go from the online to the offline, leading them to certain places. Like, you use QR codes like a boss.
Absolutely. But don't put them on your clothes. Don't. And ladies, please don't put them on your chest.
Can you imagine?
Well, when they first came out, people were putting them everywhere, and you were like, that's not a good place for a QR code.
Yeah,
That's not a good place for a QR
I
code.
actually have a good story about that. I was judging a competition, and this was back in, oh gosh, I want to say it was about 8 years ago. And I just told them that they were completely wrong about QR codes and they shouldn't use them and it wasn't going to turn out well. And boy, was I wrong. But they were
Well,
so upset about that.
part of it is the rollout was kind of bumpy. People really didn't understand what they were for, how they really worked.
Hmm.
Um, don't put it on the side of a subway car.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no. But a billboard behind the subway car, so when you get off the subway, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
On your trade show booth. There are lots of ways you can invite people to connect with you. And the other thing I'm going to say, and I think this is something a lot of people do, is, oh, you can find me on all the social platforms. Yeah, I can. Pick one.
Pick one, be particular, like so that people know where you're at. I mean,
Mhm.
I've dropped. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Instagram. Like you, Facebook or LinkedIn. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at. That's where I'm active. Like I narrowed that down for sure.
Yeah, um I'm on all the platforms, sort of, kind of, nah, not really. LinkedIn and Instagram for my pictures. And that's it.
Yeah.
That, if you want to see my pictures, go to Instagram. If you want to follow me and my podcast, LinkedIn.
So, I mean, if you're already doing offline, I think, and you're not doing online, then you need to go online. And then if you're all online, you need to get back out in person and get some events and have a mixture between that. We have longer sales cycles going on. So that will help you kind of make that connection and people really know who you are. And stay, for me, I stay concentrated. Don't be running all over to events where you're not going to see the same people over and over. Like, choose events that are regular and you can meet the same people and start to form those relationships.
Absolutely. And it's just like what you're doing online. Pick two or three places. If you're in a particular community and there's a chamber and there's a women's group that both serve that community, go to both of those events and be a player at both of those events. Just don't drive 30 miles away to go to a women's event in a totally different town.
Now, not efficient with your time. You're probably not going to go back. Like, I mean, it's really check a lot of boxes for that to make sense. And don't shove your business cards in front of everybody's face.
No, if they want to know you, they will ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, people, get out there. Go make friends. Um, look for us in the real world. Look for us online, and look for us every Friday morning right here.
All right, take care.
Bye now.